Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I'm here. I'm Mathilda, as you all know. Don't forget to follow me on my socials. Shamelessly, advertising myself. Today we're going to talk about, or I'm going to have another Q&A. I asked you on Instagram for you to ask me about being transgender, and a lot of you asked the same questions. Like, you asked me about my journey and how people reacted towards me being transgender. So there were a few questions about, the hormones and about the surgeries. But I thought, since most of you asked about the journey itself, we could, have this Q&A to be about, my worst dates or my worst friends and how they all reacted. And then I'm going to film another Q&A, and that Q&A will be about, what the hormones do and how the surgery went and stuff like that. However, if you're new here to this channel, hi, I'm Mathilda, I'm transgender, and so hi. But if you're only here to know if I've had the surgeries and or something like that, yes, I've had the surgeries. I had both of them, so we can just skip that part. But let's get into the questions. So the first question is, were you scared of transitioning? And yes, I was terrified of transitioning. Obviously, it's a really big step for if you're transgender. A lot of people can react very badly and they can be obviously very mean. So I was scared of transitioning, and I actually put a hold on it for a while. I started going on hormones, and obviously my body changed. However, I did not change my clothes and stuff like that. So I was on the hormones for maybe 3-4 months when I picked up my sister, my little sister, at her kindergarten, and one of the kids told me, "You look like a girl." At that point I was like, okay, I need to change everything. I've already transitioned that much. I decided on a date, and at that date I was going to change everything and I was going to start my life as Mathilda. So in the morning I decided on, starting my life, and I went downstairs in my clothes as I am now, and my mom said my name, and it was so weird. Like, when she said Mathilda for the first time, it was so weird. We actually started laughing. The next question: how long did the transition go, and how did your family and friends react? So the transition was actually, as I said, very, quick. My friends and family reacted kind of great, actually. They were really supportive through the whole process, and obviously it was kind of awkward, and a lot of people said the wrong name through the transitioning period, because I changed name, I changed pronouns, and so it was kind of weird period. So my family was really supportive. However, there were a few friends that took a step backwards when I transitioned, and actually there were a few friends that were kind of mean to me or were talking about me behind my back. But I'm not going to go into depth about that right now. I can, however, have a story time about my mean friends, or the friends that was not very nice to me. So I can have a story time about that in the future. However, I'm not going to talk about that specifically right now. Most of my friends was really supportive. They were really there for me, and I'm still friends with them today. My next question is, how did the society react to you transitioning, and did you face bullying? When I transitioned, a few people could see, that I was transitioning. There were a few bad comments on Facebook and stuff like that from people who didn't know me personally. I live in a kind of small town. That's how they, knew me. However, there were a really small percentage. Most of the people in my class and school, they were really nice, and they sent me a lot of Facebook messages that was so sweet, and I got so much love. Have you dated other people than Christian, and how did they react? So I have dated a few. I'm not dated in a relationship, but I went on dates before Christian, and all of them have been kind of bad, actually. Every time I told them that I was transgender, they were kind of mean to me, or they said really bad things. However, I can have a story time about that also, because there were a few people that was not nice at all. So I can have a kind of story time about that as well, about the bad guys that I've been on dates. The only really great guy that I've gone out with is Christian. He reacted so nicely when I said that I was transgender. He didn't care at all. So the last question is, do you take it as a compliment when people say that you don't look trans? I kind of do and I kind of don't. I want to look feminine, as a lot of girls out there want to look feminine too. So when people say that I look feminine, I take it as a compliment. However, when a person say that I don't look trans, that's like saying that trans girls don't look like girls. If you thought that, you know, trans girls look like girls, then you wouldn't even say that I don't look trans, because, you know, do you understand what I mean? That's kind of transphobic, because we're all beautiful and we're all girls. Like, we're not only trans girls, we're girls. Like, I'm a girl, 100% a girl, I'm Mathilda. So when people say that I don't look trans, that's like saying that trans girls don't look like girls. And I'm also going to make a video about that. Oh my god, I'm going to make so many videos. I'm going to make a video about what not to say to trans people, just to educate. Okay, so that was all of the questions, and I truly hope that you were satisfied with these questions. Yes. Bye everyone!